Second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the L.A. Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both drive on offense and move the ball downfield.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do. And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down.
Now Stroud. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stroud off the play fake. That one complete downfield to Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tui Perotu got in and dropped it.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got it to Collins, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
The Chargers take over.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
He's brought down at the
2nd down and 8.
line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
The Chargers take over.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
35-yard line.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The Chargers, first down.
Go, hey, go, 80.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 37 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert off of play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And here comes the Texans now. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. They set up the screen, Marks. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to slow down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
First down, Texans.
Here we go.
Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Kirk, 27 yards. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so he'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on first down. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Herbert changing things up. In motion right is Johnston. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the
Herbert back to the air. Give him another one right back to Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
2 yards
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
19-yard line.
Herbert now. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Stroud looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
He was defended by Derek.
Second and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Petrie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 6.
It's now second and 6.
A run once more with Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After all that, wind up with a yard. It's second down. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to Woody Marks. It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 26. A 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain.
Herbert going to change the play here.
And the Chargers, first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 56 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again in the 4th. That's the point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Swap. Level swap.
Here's Stroud. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 7. First down, Texans.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Stover, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They set up the screen. Marks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And Stroud now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
18.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
The Chargers take
Herbert and the Chargers down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Allen's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Homie troops right. Let's go.
Now Herbert. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if attack.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll swing this out to Marks. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Stroud. That'll be complete to Marks. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
First down, Houston.
Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught. It's Kirk. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The throwing again is Stroud. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
The Chargers take over.
LA set to take over again on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Here's Herbert. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throw out wide is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An audible here to get a new look. Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.